So along with practicing at home, I have a lot of animals around me. This is my other child, my third child, who needs more attention than the other two. So she'll get into her yoga group in a moment. So, but the idea is hopefully my words are clear enough that you can kind of just stay on the sanctuary of your mat. And obviously I'm here for visual, right? But I mean, this is a level 2 practice. I'm not going to do anything super crazy, nothing new, but we're going to practice on like just being present in your sanctuary. The word sanctuary means a place of security and safety. And we are in our home shelters right now, but there is then the greatest sanctuary you were born with is your body. And that's what we're tangibly going to work with. Right, so it starts in here. This is your safe place. And as we move, we'll get into a flow, right? That's what's so beautiful about the yoga practice. It relates to life, right? We're here in just a space, but you guys don't know what to expect, right? I might just do jumping jacks for the next 20 minutes. I'm not gonna, but the world's throwing us curveballs. So just be ready to flow with whatever comes. And at some point it might be challenging, the body might not be into it, it's just uncomfortable. But at the end, we come around back to that sacred sanctuary space, like that relaxation is just so important, right? Whatever we travel through, it's like coming back to peace. So just sit in the sanctuary of your home, if that's where you are. Maybe you're at your place of business, and start to pull the breath into the greatest sanctuary you were given in this life, that you will have in this life, and that is your body. You go love it. Right? Love it for how it feels when you're anxious or stressed, because you're able to, right? And you have to feel those to understand peace and calm. And just know that there is a wheel of these emotions. There's the light emotions, the joy, the happy, the courage, and then there's the shadow emotions, the fear, the anger, the pain. They're one and the same. We want to live in that middle, that peace, that sanctuary, right, Suka? So just comfortably seated. I'm pretty sure we're starting.
Julie,
thank you for listening to my babble. I say this in a lot of my classes if you've never been. Take it with a grain of salt, take it to heart, or just completely ignore it. You're here for your hour. I'm just a guide, a tour guide, to create a safe container and to build the sequencing so you don't have to think about it, so that you can go deeper into the process, right? You don't have to think about from pose to pose to pose, so you can breathe and be from pose to pose to pose. And that is the process I hope to give to you today. So with that being said, we'll just bring our hands together from far and wide, palms press in. And even like we're all in different domiciles, just connect to that energy within. It is the same. We say it all the time. The light within, light within. Light within. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale everything through the mouth. What do you need in this next, 45 minutes, however long I go? Bring it in and let go of what you don't need. You clean the sanctuary deep within. You recycle the energy. Good. And we're going to open with an Om. I apologize for my Om right now, but it's coming from my heart. So it's going to be beautiful no matter what. Nobody can see me because my eyes are closed. My dog is annoying me, so it's probably annoying you, but we're going to flow with it. Nice deep inhale. Your head bow. Good. Slowly come on up. We're going to come to standing. Have your feet as wide as your mats and gently just start to shift from left to right. Just get into the hips. And then you're going to pull the low belly in. Chin's going to come into the chest. Take your sit bones back and bring your fingertip to the floor. Now, if they don't want to come to the floor, you can grab a can of soup, right? Or just bend your knees to get there. Let the head release. And just start to feel a shift from left to right. And I want you to start to pay attention to the hamstrings. Now you get 3 hamstrings, right? Down the middle, attached to the sit bone, and on the outside and inside. And as you straighten the legs, you're pressing into all 4 corners of the feet to get that grounded connection. Now it's important, it's spring. We have to plant the seeds, right? So rooting is really important. What's on the floor today? And once we feel rooted in this new norm, right, then we can grow, we can flow, we can feel the transition safely. And that's the key right now, is to be safe in your breath, safe in your sanctuary, safe in your body. Good. From here, you're going to slowly start to roll on up. Roll the shoulders back and up a couple of times. And just start to get up into the neck, releasing tension. So very intuitive, right? Lifting up, exhale. If you find a spot that is like, oh, it's holding there, it's sticky. Breathe into it. Don't run away from it. Breathe into it. That's how we change it. We love the tightness, right? You've got to love what's not perfect. And then it doesn't own you. And then you can change it. And then we're going to add the arms in. You're going to inhale, lift up. Exhale, squeeze. Squeeze the fear and the anxiety out. And just come into strong courage, presence, safe. When you're safe, right? Everything is easier. It's within. Exhale, safe. And then you can support others that need it. Right? We start in our body. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Good. We're going to come into a forward fold. So the hands are going to come up. Palms press. Make them really, really active. Press the tailbone back, low belly draws in. The hands come between the legs. You can shift left and right again. And then from here, you're going to step back into your first down dog. Right. Home base, really important. Right? In yoga, down dog is the sanctuary for most classes, right? If you're in a restorative, or sometimes you don't even do down dog, but for a flow class, this is where we come to connect to our breath again. Right? So just start to move into this shape. It's home. If it's not home, oh my gosh, find one that feels like home. Child's pose. For today, half dog. You have options. Even in this time, perception is an option. From here, I want you to curl forward and you're going to hold plank. Start to wiggle the toes back, tailbone in line with the back of the heart. We're going to play in the shoulders a bit here. I want you to hug the upper arms in. By all means, support yourself. If you need to bring your knees down for this, do so. Inner thighs press up. You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, round them up to the sky. Right? 4 more. Squeeze, arms stay straight, round them up. Squeeze, round, retraction, protraction, squeeze, round them up, squeeze, round them up, squeeze, round them up, down neutral, and then push back to down dog. Pedal it out, paw it out. Come back to your breath. Let the neck be free. Right? The upper arms round, wrap back. Good. From here, I want you to lift your right leg up, keep the hips parallel to the floor, and press your left heel down. And just breathe there. Notice any shift in the shoulders.
Inner thigh rolls up towards the ceiling. Neck is still soft, face is soft. Good, one more full breath. Good, now pull that right knee towards that right outer elbow. Maybe it just comes here. Once again, you can do this with the knee down, right? Always something to do. Or bring it forward, see if you can touch. 3 breaths, oh, press in, right? It's not comfortable, but your breath is there. Sometimes the same straight gets out of place. A miss. Breathe, reorganize, be strong. And then exhale, take it back, open up the hip. Keep pressing through your left hand, upper arms hug in. Low belly draws in. Good, one more full breath. And then exhale. Step forward with the right foot. Back knee comes down. I want you to keep the back toes curled under. Rise, low lunge. And just pause. Ground through your right heel. Low belly draws in. Soften around the shoulders. Feel as though you're trying to drag your left knee forward. Get a little bit of that isometric movement. Good, one more full breath here. And then exhale. Hands come down on either side of your right foot. Try to keep your spine very long, straight, as you walk the fingertips back and start to straighten your right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, so half splits. Right. Press through the right big toe mound, and then feel as though you're dragging the right heel back. And then if you want to go deeper, hinge from the hips, right? Try not to round from the spine. It's just a pose. I round very deep. Keep the leg. Nice, deep, long breath. No rush. No rush to find anything, right? Right now we're learning to just to be in the moment. There's magic. Even in the intensity, the awkwardness. Good, one more full breath. Good, you're gonna shift forward. Plant your hands. Now this is optional. I want you to keep that right leg lifted. Right? Chaturanga, it's your first one. Bring both feet down, lower the chest. Roll low cobra, just stay low cobra. So hopefully you can still see me, or at least my head. Drag your hands back, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Press your pelvis down, squeeze your shoulder blade. Back of the neck nice and long. Resist going up. I want you to feel that contraction. Good, now from here, curl your toes under. Slide your hands back a little bit. See if you can come up through chaturanga, plank, and then down dog. Okay? You can always bring your knees down. I'll say it 100 times more so you realize more yogis should bring their knees down. Come back to center. Find your breath. It's never going to leave you. Find its steadiness. Good. From here, you're going to press the right heel down. We'll do that on the left side. The left leg lifts. So I want you to feel a little more stretch through that right hamstring. Keep your right inner thigh pressing back and your left inner thigh pressing up. Soften around the shoulders and the neck. Good. Then you're going to come forward. Low belly draws in. Bring that left knee close to the outer left tricep. Maybe all the way there. And it's okay if the shoulders go over the wrists a little bit. You can hug the upper arms in. Breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Good. Exhale, take your back, open up the hip. A little bit of freedom in the hip flexor. And then you'll square the hip. See if you can float the left foot forward. If it doesn't make it all the way, gently put it where it needs to be, ankle underneath the knee. All right. Settle into low lunge. Low belly draws in. 5 breaths. 5 breaths. What can those 5 breaths do for you in this shape? Because that's what they want to do. They want to help move the muscles, create circulation. One more full breath. And then exhale. The hips go back. Start to lift the sole of the left foot. Ardha Hanumanasana. And I love this pose because I was not very good at Padmanasana for still to this day, but I'm really good at this pose, right? So finding there's still always something you can learn. But I have peace here. You may not, right? And if you don't, bend the knee. Don't go for the straight leg and the round spine. Keep the spine straight and then start to drag that left heel back to get into the hamstring. Okay. One more full breath. Good. You're going to shift forward, plant the hand, pull it back, keep that left leg lifted, optional, chaturanga. Put the foot down, this time cobra. So the legs stay on the ground, upper arms hug in, shoulders draw away from the ears. Just take 3 breaths. We are learning how to slow down. It wouldn't have been nice if we figured it out before. Low belly draws in. Exhale, down dog. It's okay, we have this opportunity. Breathe, home base. Good, inhale, look to the top of your mat. At the end of your exhale, step or float your feet forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Circle the arms out and up. Reach up. Exhale, hands down to the heart. So we're warm, phase 1. Just pause. Get used to those moments, those pauses. That's where we really connect. Normally we're used to just overlapping what needs to be done. Right now we have space to understand, to experience what is being done and how to be whole. Good, one more deep breath in. Exhale. Good, big toes come together. You do a little bit of a progressional flow. And then from here, I want you to hinge at the hips, low belly draws in, Utkatasana, chair pose. Open up the chest. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back, plank chaturanga. Be good to yourself. Take the extra breath. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Right? Take the full breath there. Exhale, down dog. All right, into some core work. The right leg's gonna go up. I want you to bring, and you can even slide it, the right knee to the right wrist, and then pull it up to your armpit, and then take it back. And do that 2 more times. I like to call these zip ups, like zip it up your arm and pull it back. 1 more, pull it in and zip it up and back. Open up the hip. Keep pressing that left hand into the floor. Nice deep breath in. Good, and then exhale. Step your right foot forward. Left heel comes down. Windmill up, warrior 2. And I'm just gonna switch just so my back's not to you. So just settle into warrior 2. We're gonna take the right arm behind your back. Start to feel that right shoulder draw back, and then I want you to draw the left rib cage back. From here, just start to drop your left ear to your left shoulder. So we're gonna get into a little bit of shoulder work. Grounding in the legs, so you can grow through the spine. Reach the left arm back. Okay, just reach it to the left. Start to feel that work. If you want to add, gently bring the hand, press the head into that left arm to find kind of an open passageway of energy. Keep the pubic bone lifting so we have the support at the core, and breathe. Deep breath in. Exhale, maybe sink a little deeper into that right knee. Go 1 more full breath. And we're gonna come straight into triangle from this. So inhale, the arms open. Exhale, reach, get as much length as you can. The fingertips can come to the shin. And what I love, if you don't have any props, press your right hand into the front of the shin so you can wrap your rib cage up. It's like tractioning and it's getting into the shoulder, which we need, right? We need to strengthen the rotator cuff. Hint, hint, clues to where we're going. Press down through the right big toe mound. It's gonna protect the knee. And open up, breathe. And then I want you to get into the left hamstring by pressing that outer edge of the left foot into the mat. And then you can look down to ground your energy. If you need more energy today, look up. So many dynamics, so many shifts we can make in our sanctuary to feed what we need. One more full breath. Good, the arm's gonna reach forward and come down on either side of your right foot. And then from here, you're gonna come into a really long pyramid. Hug the hips in. And then you might have to bend your right knee, right? Especially if the hamstrings are tight or you've been blessed with much longer legs, right? If you don't have your props with you. You wanna add, start to lift the sole of the right foot. Feel as though you're trying to drag that right heel back, part chest forward. And take a nice deep breath. Good, one more full breath here. And then from here, I want to invite you to strengthen your hamstrings. Now, maybe you've done this with me many times or somewhere else. I want you to lift high onto your left tippy toes. Try to keep your right leg straight while you drag it back to down dog, and then you can come into plank. Right, so pull that right leg up and in, pull it back nice and straight. There's gonna be resistance if you're human, which we are. Plant the hands, plank, chaturanga, or just staying down dog, up dog. And breathe. Exhale, down dog, home base. Here we go, straight to the other side. Okay, left leg's gonna lift. Bring it in low. Pull it up. Take it back. Bring it in low. Pull it up. Take it back. One more. Bring it in low. Pull up. Take it back. Open up. Freedom. Square the hips with control, connection. Step forward, heel to arch. Find your warrior two. I'm just gonna switch. Say you see my front. Settle in. What's your breath leading to in your body? Soften the shoulders. Now, even in certain poses, as they get challenging or we hold them longer, right? The breath is the sanctuary. It's that trusting force. You'll bring your left hand behind you. Okay? Open that left shoulder, collarbone. Draw the low belly in. And reach back. And from here, you're going to cradle the head. Now, we're all probably doing way more tech than we ever thought we would, which is important for a good cause. Yes, Tuka. But our necks need love. So press your head into the hands. Find the traction in the neck. And breathe. And just be there. We want your right leg to be an anchor. So press that right upper thigh bone back. Just take 3 more breaths here. See if you can sink a little deeper for that last breath. Hey. Come here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, come into triangle pose. Do you not like that word too? All right, so tractioning, left hand presses in, wrap the left rib cage up to the ceiling. Draw the front rib cage in, soften the right rib cage down. It's a lot of rib cage work. Reach the arm up. Make a conscious choice, right? If you're kind of like, I need this, lots going on, haven't centered within it all, look down, right? Ground your energy. If you're going stir crazy because you go out every day and you haven't been out, bring the energy in, right? Bring that light in. The experience of the outside world is always within. One more full breath. Good. From here, exhale, the hands come down on either side. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Long pyramid. And then slowly start to shift. Come in, lifting up the foot. You can breathe and bow. One more full breath. Good. Shift forward. Same way we played before. See if you can do it. Meet the resistance. Like it looks simple, but there's a lot to this movement. Come onto your fingertips. See if you can keep the leg straight as you drag it back. And maybe it only goes halfway. Press your palms down for your transition. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog, cobra. Down dog. Good. Now from here, I want you to come to plank pose. You're going to step your right foot to the middle of your mat and rotate. So it's a supported Vashisthasana, supported plank. The left arm is your pillar. And if you need to bring your left hip down for a moment, please do. From here, I want you to hug that left arm bone in and then reach up. Okay. You want to go to the full Vashisthasana practice already? You can, but we're going to come back to it, just so you know. Low belly draws in, taking a little bit. I want you to see if you can lift slowly and take the right foot back. Open up. Nice deep breath in. Just dropped into wild dog. Wild thing. Big breath in. Heart away from the belly button. Good. One more full breath. And then exhale. Slowly come back to plank or down dog, your choice. We're going to go straight to the other side. Come into the plank. Step your left foot forward. Give yourself some grounded support to kind of set this pose up, right? We build from the ground, create the roots so that the trunk, the flowers, they just blossom bigger, better, more beautiful. Ground through your right foot. Low belly draws in. If it's an option, take a foot behind and expand. Let's see it. One more full breath. Good. Exhale, plank, down dog, or add the vinyasa in. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. All right. Big breath in, exhale through the mouth. I normally don't talk while I teach or practice. Wait, I don't talk while I practice. So my breath is finding new strength. It's okay. Nice deep inhale, look to the top of your breath. Look to the top of your mat and step or hop your feet forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward. Chair pose, sit into it. Low belly draws in, come to standing. And we pause for your cause. So that is pretty much our sequence. We're going to repeat it with some added accoutrements, always as an option. Right? So just find your space. Be in your sanctuary. Feel the buzz. Maybe you've opened up a new room. Find flow. Maybe you've discovered a new tension. You're like, whew, all right. You're alive. You have a pulse. Enjoy that experience. All right, we're gonna start to flow. Wave number 2. Big toes come together, heels slightly apart. Come into chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or jump, plank chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right leg lifts. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, pull the knee to the elbow. Chaturanga. Push back up. Open up the hip. Gently step forward. Warrior two. Deep breath in and warrior two. Exhale, triangle pose. Open up the chest. Going into half moon. We're in that half moon cycle. Left hand comes down to the hip. You're going to start to bend your right knee. Reach the fingertips forward. Drag your left toes in and open up. Keep pressing through your right foot. Navel draws in, tailbone towards that left heel. Reach the arm up. Right? Grounding, it helps for balance. See if you can feel that work. If you want challenge, look up. Honor that you are 70% fluid. There's wobbliness. Some days you gotta come out. Come back to your roots. One more full breath. Good. From here, slowly, you're gonna pull the left knee in, square the hips. So you're gonna step back to that pyramid pose. Take a breath there. Slowly. Start to pull the sole of the foot up. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Bow. Right, you want to go a little deeper? Here's your Hanumanasana experience. Right, you bring the knee down and just find your edge wherever it is and befriend it. Right? It's like you invite a visitor in, you're like, oh, not sure about you. But you get to know it a little bit, and all of a sudden you're besties. Right? You want to learn more, right? Because you're in the safety of your home that gives you that grounded support. One more full breath. Big breath in. And then slowly pull your way out. From here, you're going to pull that right leg back. Plank chaturanga. Up dog. Open up the chest. Exhale, down dog, home base. Deep breath in. Exhale, 3 more, just like it. All we're gonna do now is walk that parallel path, right? So this allows you to kind of go deeper into the left side, which normally we need. The lunar side of the body. Big breath in, left leg lifts. Pull it into the elbow. See if you can bend shoulders in front of the elbows. Chaturanga, push it back. And do that 2 more times. Pull it in. Maybe you're just trying to introduce the knee to the elbow still. That's okay. Take your practice to where it's meant to be. Good. Step forward. Warrior two. Starting to feel the breath lead you. Deep breath in. Exhale. Triangle pose. Open up. Right? These are all of our setups. Now come into your balance, which is really important this time of year because balance helps us root. You'll drag the left fingertips forward, open up the hip. Right? Keep the gaze down or start to challenge yourself and look up. Low belly draws in. Feel the front hip open and breathe. Right? Here's a great thing about falling. Nobody can see you. Come back. Boy will fall. It's fabulous. One more full breath. We'll go towards Hanumanasana. Nice and slow. Step that right foot back. And you're going to shift. Start to shift. Honor the left hamstring versus the right. Outer hips hug in. Right? And just see. Find an edge. Smile at the discomfort. Activate it. So as much as we want to go down, Feel that left heel pull back, outer hips again. One more full breath. Good, and you're gonna move through your vinyasa nice and slow. Pull it out. Hands come to the top of the mat. Plank chaturanga. What is your flow to come back to your sanctuary, your space and time? One more full breath. Good. And then slowly come into child's pose. And we're going to take it all together in a moment. So we're going to play with a transition from Vashisthasana towards Hanumanasana. So there's a lot of viewing points that we're all going to kind of hold at. Right? And once I show you, you can start to play on your own. We're going to repeat. Right foot comes forward. I like this setup because it gives me an opportunity to like stay here, really get that left arm like the Eiffel Tower, not the Leaning Tower of Pisa, right? We want the bones and the joints all to be aligned. Low belly draws in. You can stay here. You can play with this variation to get the hip up, right? We want that left hip to lift, pressing that left edge of the foot into the floor. And then from here, maybe come to tree in Vashisthasana or start to stretch the leg up. Here's the transition. Low belly draws in, low belly draws in, low belly draws in, low belly draws in. Oh, there's that pyramid shape we've been playing with. Or splits, but don't hurt yourself. Nice deep breath. Whatever shape you ended up in, just bow forward, right? And I'm showing you the Ardha Hanumanasana variation. Good. From here, see if you can take it back. Right? Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Maybe one more stretch up, or bam, find your back bend. Open up the chest. One more full breath. Freedom. Exhale. Chaturanga, or just come back to down dog. Feel free between that intense work to ground your energy. Right? I need it. Maybe you do too. Especially in our sanctuaries, we got nothing to prove, nothing to prove. Practice grace. Couple more full breaths, just in a neutral place. And then play on the other side. Right? You know where you're going now. Your inner breath, your voice should be much deeper and louder than mine at this point. Step forward and set up. Okay. And then start to play. Which variation? The idea is you're pulling in. You can stretch out one side, much bigger, stronger, intense. Pull forward and bow. Come back up to play. Ooh, well, that's a lovely one. In the back bend. Okay. There's always a way to find joy in trials and tribulation. It's challenging. Stronger, courageous. Slowly release. Last vinyasa. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Deep breath in. Exhale. Ha. No fear. Audible. Let it go. Tension, strain, fear. Anything that is emotionally clouding your sanctuary. Put it back into the air so the air can transition that energy and be utilized for someone else. One more full breath. And then come into child's pose. Full grounding.
5 to 8 breaths here. Just to be in the moment. Back to a steady pace. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the shins on the ground. Feel your connection to the earth below you. This is now you're like a seed full of good intention. Because the work's in. You're about to pierce through the dirt to the light. Stretch in the other direction. So knees are an issue. From here, I want you to just come up onto table and then curl your toes under. And then slowly, your fingertips might come in front of your knees, or they might climb up onto your thighs. Now, all 5, my toes on each foot are curled under, right? Really kind of stretch out the soles of the feet. This may be miserable for you. And if it's miserable for you, I suggest you try playing this with like 1 minute a day and maybe build, right? I can still, when I do this, I still feel like how hard it was. It's the residue in my cells, but I can sit here for 5 to 10 minutes. If you're like, my feet are great, then lean back. Lean back, get into something that's all right, new. One more full breath. Good, and then you'll come out. Just tap the feet out. And then from here, slowly start to walk the hands out. And you're going to come into puppy dog or Anahata Asana. Anahata means the heart asana, right? You're dropping your heart to the floor. And just take a couple deep breaths. I'm going to lie flat on the floor, so I hope you can see me. If not, I'll try to use beautiful language to describe what we're doing, but we're going to release the shoulders and the hips a little bit. So slowly come all the way out onto your belly. And I want you to reach the left arm alongside the shoulder like a T with the palm facing down. And then slowly you'll use your right hand and roll to your left side. So your knees are bent. I don't want you to use your core anymore. We're just going to release from all that Vashisthasana shoulder work. Right? And this is in our chest, pectoral muscles, up underneath the scapula is where we hold a lot of tension. So notice if there's resistance to letting go here. And if you want to take it deeper, you're going to take that right knee, point it up to the ceiling. The right foot is going to come to the floor. You'll breathe. And then if you want to get a hip opener, gently, see if you can pull that left foot onto your right thigh. Now here's what we are as humans learning the most right now. Do nothing and enjoy it. Find the pleasure in just being. Just be. Right? Be breath, be body, be here. And that's healing for you, for people around you, for people far away. One more deep, full breath. Now, when you come out, I want you to gently roll back to your belly and take both arms down by your side and turn your head to the left. Just have this moment where the shoulder blades release. A moment in between. And then you'll set up for the other side. So the right arm reaches out. And then you're going to look to the left. You should already be looking to the left. and roll to your right side. Bend your knees so you're not using the core. It's really a passive stretch. Good. And then try to find a little bit of symmetry in the art piece you made out of the body. Right? What shape? The knee will come on top or point up towards the ceiling. So left knee points up towards the ceiling, and then the right foot will tuck somewhere into the thigh. If that's too much or you feel discomfort in the sacrum, don't do it. Don't do it. All right. There's a lot of virtual yoga coming your way, so don't want to get injured at home. Want to keep it rolling. Right? Thanks, Divinity. And then breathe. Be home, physical sanctuary of your body, safety of the home you created. One more deep breath. And then slowly come out, rotate your head the opposite way so the neck gets released. Your arms will come down by the side. Couple deep breaths there. We're gonna do one more transition to get to that safe place. So gently pushing back to child's pose and just roll on up. All right. Swing the legs around. We're gonna take Navasana to the floor. Hands come behind the thigh. If you need a little more support, feel free to hold the backs of the thighs, but if you do, you really have to work on the back, right? So we want to shorten those back muscles, the tension, the fear. We want to find strength and courage and openness, and then start to lengthen out. Oh yeah, gravity. Oh boy, gravity. Show us how to create strength, lift up, and then find each vertebrae. And I do not like this pose, but I know it's good for me. So I delve into it with resistance. One more full breath. Oh, at the end is the rainbow. Yeah, let everything go. If you need a twist, you can draw the knees in. And this is a beautiful thing. In your sanctuary of your home, wherever you are to set up for this sacred practice, what shape do you need in this next minute to really allow you to completely be at rest in that sacred space? Okay? A twist, shoulder stand, want to jump up and do a handstand, right? I'm here so your inner teacher shines brighter. That's what it is. From here in the studio, from afar, that's my job, is for you to recognize the teacher within you, your best teacher. No rush. You gotta do one side to another side, please do. But know that this pose is transitioning you into that sacred space. And just begin to make your way there. Let go of the physical, the bones, the muscles. Let go of the thought. It's there. But see if you can just be the light, the patterns, the kaleidoscope behind your eyelids. That's energy. And even kind of let go of the breath. You've been given this gift that You breathe nonstop and you don't have to think about it. It's not conscious. It's magic. So trust that it'll be there in its deepest form. And then come back to the source of energy that always has existed in you. It is the light, the ignition of DNA replication, of atom replication in the womb. It wasn't a shopping list of things to do or needs to be done. It was nature. We've got to trust it. It's talking to us. And it's our time to just listen. Just listen and be. Know that that nature in you is constantly looking for ways to support you. Physically, emotionally, and mentally. You just have to pull the cobwebs and the filters away. And just rest there. Shavasana. Start to connect back to your breath. The light within the home. The heat. The energy of love. And then start to move the fingers, the toes. And a sense of wonder that this body is yours. All of its facets. Stretch left, right, any which way. And taking your time, I don't want to direct you. Move from this deeper space of appreciation, of subtleties and gross movements to come into a seated position. Once you're seated, no rush, just recognizing the gift to be in shelter in your home. The gift to have this practice, thanks Jill and Divinity, live, right? So we can nourish our energy to nourish those that can't right now from afar. And just appreciate the gift of this body. It is your sanctuary. It goes wherever you go. And the peace will follow. We're going to close with an Om. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale through the mouth to prepare. Exhale. Inhale for the vibration. I bow to your light, I bow to your willingness, I bow to your connection, I bow to your strength. It is a gift. Namaste.